In a 3.5-minute address to the nation, Donald Trump issued a stern warning to Iran, threatening more strikes if it did not agree to a peace deal. He announced that Iran's nuclear facilities had been completely obliterated. It was a resolute performance on the night he assumed the role of a wartime president, though it revealed moments of vulnerability. "Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success," he declared in the East Room of the White House. He was flanked by James David Vance, his vice president, Marco Antonio Rubio, his Secretary of State, and Peter Brian Hegseth, his defense secretary. "Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated," Trump stated. "Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and much easier." At the end of his address, he briefly showed a flicker of emotion. Associates say last year's assassination attempt, which saw a bullet graze his ear, left a profound psychological impact. He believes he was spared to complete the mission he started during his first term. "I want to just thank everybody, and in particular God," he said, his voice straining and his bottom lip quivering under the weight of the moment. "I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them." Moments later, he departed, walking back along the gold-edged carpet after what could be the most consequential day of his second term so far. The decision to send U.S. service personnel into action came after 8 days of strikes by Israel aimed at degrading Iran's air defenses, weakening its offensive missile capabilities, and destroying its nuclear enrichment facilities. However, American and Israeli officials stated that only U.S. stealth bombers and the 13,500-kilogram bunker buster bomb had any chance of hitting fortified sites deep underground. When it happened, analysts and journalists were taken by surprise. The White House had called a lid on Saturday evening at 6:44 p.m. local time, indicating that the president was expected to have no further public engagements. Reporters, producers, and camera crews left for the night. As a result, the usual press pool was not present to witness when the president strode down the red-carpeted cross corridor before grasping both sides of his lectern and announcing with a stern face massive precision strikes on 3 key Iranian sites. Trump was elected on a promise to avoid foreign wars in favor of an America First agenda. He may have to contend with some of his own allies in the weeks and months ahead over his decision. The intelligence community has long assessed that Iran ended its nuclear weapons program years ago, so Trump will have to own his decision to send American forces into action. He reiterated what was at stake for Iran as he reminded viewers how extremists had chanted, "Death to America," for decades. "There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days," he said. "Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes." He thanked and congratulated Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli prime minister, and the country's armed forces. It was a telling comment for a world leader with whom he has not always seen eye to eye. And most importantly, "I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades," he said.